The employees just didn't even know what hit them. They thought it was an earthquake because they heard a loud boom. Well, take a look. There used to be glass here. Look, no more glass. It's completely taken down. They cleaned up all the shattered glass. You can also see the car went into the wall. So there's a huge hole there. We are here on Casa Loma Road. It is very rugged. It's a dirt road, and this is one of the roads that firefighters are using to get to the fire that you can see here burning in this canyon. We've noticed here in the last 30 minutes, it looks like it is burning downhill. You can see the flames there. We have learned from a sergeant a couple of minutes ago that that suspect is still at large. He bailed out of this car that you see here behind me, and it is a stolen car out of Milpitas right now. Sheriff's deputies are searching through it, trying to see if they could collect some evidence. Abodo says that San Jose and San Francisco ranked in the top 10 on a new list for the biggest fall in rents for one-bedroom apartments. The crowd is going to be going wild tonight when they match up. And I have a special guest here with me. Check it out. Sharky is here, and we are going to do our own matchup here. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Oh! I know, he taught me that I'm supposed to go the other way, and of course he stole it for me.
Why were police at that scene in the first place?
Dave, sources tell me the police department's covert response unit was out here on Center Road. They were doing follow-up investigation on a recent homicide, and they spotted the suspect in that case at this strip mall. And soon after the shooting happened, you can see police still have this area roped off so that they can collect evidence. Police say this all happened just after 10 last night when they made contact with a suspect who was an adult male. He reached for his handgun. Officers fired at him, and he went down in front of the laundromat and was pronounced dead at the scene. Police have recovered his weapon. I'm told this suspect had 2 other people with him, and they're being interviewed at the police department. So are the officers involved in this shooting. Both are veterans and will be put on paid administrative leave. Back out here live, police do have the northbound lanes of Center Road closed from Capitol Expressway to South Side. That's a 2-block area, and they're expected to still be out here for at least a couple more hours. This is the 7th officer involved shooting of the year for the San Jose Police Department. 2 others happened just last Sunday and Monday. So we are hoping to hear more about this from police later on this morning, and we'll bring that to you when that happens. We're here in the College Park neighborhood near the Alameda, and people who live here say that it sounded like a bomb went off when a lightning bolt hit a transformer and a redwood tree. Just check this out. It's just completely splintered. And where did this come from? Behind me is a redwood tree. It used to be 90 feet tall, but the lightning just blew apart the top of it.
Ooh, got it. Got it.
We received a lot of video and images from viewers who were watching the lightning last night. That video, though, is from San Mateo County. Hundreds of lightning strikes were seen throughout the Bay Area. Images were sent in from so many cities, including Fremont, Sunnyvale, and Gilroy. The lightning started at around 9 last night and lasted around an hour, and it was just spectacular to watch. But as I mentioned, it did cause some damage in a San Jose neighborhood. On Taylor Street, lightning struck that 90-foot redwood tree, and branches just landed everywhere.
We saw a blue flash, and it's just like, it sounded like an explosion. It was loud, really loud.
There was an enormous flash and an incredible boom, and we were disoriented for a moment. We weren't sure what had happened, but I saw some debris fall and some sparks and realized that a tree in the backyard next door had been hit.
The lightning did strike a transformer and knocked out power to that neighborhood overnight. Crews worked throughout the morning to make repairs, and power was restored to around 20 homes that were affected. Now, just to give you an example of how powerful a lightning bolt is, a PG&E spokesperson told us PG&E's entire electrical circuit is about 4,000 to 34,000 volts, but a lightning bolt is 1 billion volts, and one flash, they say, could power a 100-watt light bulb for 3 months. Now, back out here live, here's the duplex that was hit. Neighbors tell us that some of the branches went through the roof and are in the rafters of the attic, but no one was home at the time that it happened. So they're really glad that there was no injuries, though. We were told by some neighbors that in that 90-foot redwood tree there was a hawk that was nesting, so they worry about what happened to that bird. But just pretty incredible. As we were about to go on live, some neighbors stopped who actually live on the street behind us, and they say that even some splinters of wood, their backyards are covered with it. So it's amazing just what this lightning did. A two-story house once stood here along the Loma Prieta Ridge, and now it is just a pile of rubble, devastated by the fire. The only thing left standing is part of the shower. This is a picture of what we believe is the same house engulfed in flames on Monday when the fire started. The house below it was spared, no damage. This morning, an injured cat was found hiding underneath that house. She belongs to the family who lives in the home destroyed above. Friends came to find her and another cat that had gone missing. Her paws appeared to be burned, and they planned to take her to the vet. We're told the father and two young children who live there barely had any time to escape. CAL FIRE says 8 homes are destroyed, but residents we've spoken to off camera worry that number will climb. As we drove along Loma Chiquita Road, we spotted foundations of torched homes eaten up by the flames. The hillsides are black and vegetation is burnt away. The fire is still active, and crews are holding containment lines trying to protect the 300 homes that are still threatened. A lot of these homeowners want to know what caused this fire and if someone is responsible. CAL FIRE says they are still investigating. Reporting from the Santa Cruz Mountains, Janine De La Vega, KTVU, Fox 2 News.
Janine, some pretty chilling surveillance video.
Yeah, and this has been a nightmare, Dave, for this family. This girl's sense of security has been taken away, and she and her family are hoping that surveillance photos and video are going to help lead to this man's arrest. Just listen to what this girl texted her father moments after the attack happened.
Daddy, come home now. Some guy tried to rape me. Please, now I'm really scared.
The 13-year-old you just heard from is talking about the man in these surveillance photos. We also have video of the frightening encounter. We're protecting the girl's identity as we show you this. Police say the man followed her home on Tuesday afternoon. He approached the 8th grader at her front door and started asking her personal questions that made her feel uncomfortable. She also says it appears he was filming her on his cell phone. She ran inside the house. He followed and then started to assault her, but she fought him off. The man ended up leaving, and even though she's not injured, it's been traumatizing.
I no longer really trust the outside world anymore. My mom constantly told me the outside world is dangerous. Don't, usually when I get really, really mad, I'd step outside and sit in the front door. Obviously, I didn't listen to my mom when she said the outside world is dangerous.
Police say the same man carried out another attack at the Mitsua market earlier last month. That's in West San Jose. Investigators say he followed a 28-year-old woman into the restroom, but she was able to fight him off before police arrived. Detectives need help finding this man. They describe him as around 30 years old, white with medium height and a thin build. The girl says that he smelled of strong cologne and had an unusually high-pitched voice. Police are taking this case very seriously, and Dave, they don't want another assault like this to happen.